my chat. I'm not going to be able to see my chat, so go over to the Casual Report if you want to talk.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Casual Report, episode 146. I'm your host, JT, joined by not Jam Casual. I need to change that name. Bishop has re-entered the arena, mate. Bishop, pleasure to see you. How are you?
Good to see you, man. How you doing?
I'm living the dream. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you, sir. It's good to be back.
It's good to, mate. It's good to see that beautiful face, man. I won't lie to you.
It's been a while, man. It has been a while, man.
What is your Twitter? Or should I just put Bish? Is it Bish underscore casual?
I think it's Bish Casual. I think it's just Bish Casual, I think.
Okay, cool. He thinks, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm
Bishop.
pretty sure it's Bish Casual.
Jam will be joining us shortly. He's far too busy putting up Christmas lights. Doing other kinds of things. And I told him, go and help his mother put them up. Come on, later.
Far too important for the Casual Report, clearly.
That's what I'm saying. But we'll talk about Halo in a minute.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
What have you been doing other than Halo? Because I know the reason. Go on.
That's gonna be a hard one, honest, because all I've been doing is playing Halo.
I've been doing Halo. Working, eating, shitting, playing Halo,
the usual stuff, working and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I've been playing mainly Halo. I played a tiny bit of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
Did you buy
whatever
it?
the hell it's called. I did. I bought the Brilliant Diamond. I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I've not played much.
I got me and Jade the double pack for what day it come out. We took TV downstairs and we playing it like in stereo, 2 TVs. It was an amazing weekend. I won't lie to you.
That's actually sick.
Ryan,
to be honest, yeah.
Diamond is the best version, but I had to settle because I bought the double pack and I let the lady pick, and the lady picked Diamond, so I had to have Pearl. Do you know what I mean? But so is it basically? So should I tell you what I've been doing, and then we'll just get right into it?
Go for it.
What I've been doing, Pokemon. How would you? When you say you played a little bit of it, how much have you played?
I played an hour and a half.
Okay, so have you got the first?
And then got bored and didn't play it. Yeah,
that's fair enough. I can coming on Jams in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. It should be below me here, but he's not. He's far too busy. I'm just about to get my 8th badge. I think Ryan is just fucking.
So you still not completed then?
I've not completed it. Ryan's been like levering the fuck out of it. Like at the end, I believe, getting a breeding. I believe it's on my work chat. I think it was Mightyena, 6 IV Mightyenas they've been doing. There you go, 2 days. Me and Jay were asking about. Well, we've been on it fucking, but we've just been pissing about on it. But we're getting there. Did you, from what you played, from what little of what you played, how would you feel going back to that sort of style game after Sword and Shield?
Okay.
Did you like Sword and Shield first? Sorry.
No, I didn't like Sword and Shield.
Okay, cool. Go on. Answer the
question. That's my personal taste. Okay. Personally, I really like the old style, and I like the fact that it's going back to the old games and stuff like that. I didn't really like the chibi sort of style.
I don't like chibi artwork.
No, I don't know. I'm doing wrong. It's cute. It's cute, but it's not. I don't know. It's not really for me.
Give me that pixel all day.
Yeah,
I know it's
exactly.
more expensive to make, but it's beautiful, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, same, man. There's something charming about playing the top-down Pokemon game. There always will be. Like
absolutely. Brings you back, you know.
With the improvements, if you want to call it, with Sword and Shield made with big open areas and things, and I know not everyone's cup of tea. To go back was quite polarizing to just a town road, which, in fairness, is what Bill grew up with. It is Pokemon. It is the OG series, and Diamond and Pearl. I love Diamond and Pearl. I'm not gonna lie to you, but. Yeah.
Right, I know you've not completed it, but you've played for a long time. What's your overall rating / verdict on it?
Diamond and Pearl. This one, yeah. Ryan's right. I'm pretty sure that wasn't in the old one, the underground bit where you can go underground and there's like all these catacombs and you can go into this openish bit and catch Pokemon. I do like it's about a 7 or 8, mate. To be honest,
7 or 8.
Coming off the back, Pokemon was on like because what I said last week to Jam that the remake sort of brought an older one to current standards, whereas I don't feel like Sword and Shield. It should have brought Diamond Appeal to Sword and Shield kind of game, but it didn't. And
I have a question.
Charming.
You know the PokeNav thing that you get.
The Pokecatch.
Can you turn that off?
I think you need it for some things.
But it's so annoying.
I know.
It's so big. It's on the right hand side of the screen. It's so. Oh my god.
It's either.
I was trying to find it in the options. I couldn't figure it out where at all. Like it was pissing me off so much.
If you hold R, you can get rid of it off your screen. Is that what you mean?
Can you hold it?
Yeah.
Okay,
if you hold R, it just vanishes. Yeah. Hold R.
Thanks, guys. I had no idea.
Yeah,
it was pissing me off.
Yeah, but it's like it's quite big in it, and then it gets even bigger. I'm like, for fuck's sake. But yeah, man. But we're good. I also, Bishop, over the weekend, I went to the cinema for the first time in a million years.
Right.
I watched Ghostbusters Afterlife, right?
Oh, okay.
Did you see the pictures on Facebook I put?
No, I didn't.
There's a cinema down the road from me, in Elland, right?
Yeah.
Called The Rex, and it's brilliant. It is an untouched, but maintained but untouched cinema from 1912.
Jeez.
And it's still as it was in 1912. Even the toilets, can you imagine?
That's sick. That's actually really cool.
It looks beautiful. I'm not. Have you got the stream on the screen?
I have, yeah.
Wait, man, let me just get the inside. There's like an organ on the front as well. So good. There's a picture. I'm not sure if this is going to work properly, but I'm going to try. I don't know if you can see this kind of old school cinema. He wasn't there. But I mean, it's so good, man. There's even intervals and they come out of ice creams. I don't know if you remember when cinemas used to do that.
Yeah, that's. I do remember that, man. Oh my god,
it was so good. Well, Ghostbusters itself.
It's so funny.
Ghostbusters fan?
I'm not a major fan. Okay. No, I watched the one with all the ladies.
I've not seen that one.
And
I've not seen that one.
Right.
I've not seen
you
that
not
one.
Watched it.
As a Ghostbusters, as a fan of Ghostbusters, I enjoyed the Afterlife a lot. That's all I'm going to say. I'll say that.
Cool. Awesome. I might have to give it a try at some point.
Yes. But back to video games. Also been playing Death's Door. Have you seen it?
Death's Door? No, I haven't. No.
I swear it's on your fucking wish list, mate. I swear it is.
It might be. It could be.
I'm gonna find out. There you go. Two friends have Death's Door on their wish list. James Bishop.
I probably looked at it and thought it looked interesting. Then
it is interesting. It's like the only thing I knew about Death's Door before I started playing it was like a top down, I'm blurry a bit, a top down Zelda kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Top down not 2D Zelda, but like isometric top down Zelda, and it is brilliant. Right.
I do think I might remember.
Yeah, you're like a little crow, and you're like a reaper.
Yeah.
Ring a bell.
I know what you're on about. Yeah, it looks interesting, man. It looks really interesting.
It's so good. The combat's great. The characters are perfectly written. The music is fantastic. Music is amazing because it is like the same couple of bars, but first it's done on the piano, and then you go into somewhere else, and it's done on like a
I
love
dynamic music like that. It's so fun.
Like there was one bit I thought I was listening to the Stranger Things theme. It was like I was like, what is this now? It was so good, mate. It was so good.
I love the fact that I've always liked the fact that you appreciate game music so much. It's it's great.
You go on my Spotify like a list of songs. You click video games and it's basically all. Oh mate,
just soundtracks.
Like even like I can't, mate. Very good. Highly recommended. I got it in Black Friday Steam sale.
Loving the fresh setup, by the way. Looks very nice.
I mean, it's not quite there yet. I think we're gonna wait until Christmas. I think
and a few more lights and stuff like that, mate, in the background, and you've got yourself a fucking great setup, mate.
Mate, it's all right, isn't it? But I think with Christmas around the corner and all that shit, I think we're gonna wait a bit and get a few more. We're gonna get like Jade a desk and put her in the corner here. I think
that's cool.
With a laptop, and she can just chill out and. Maybe perhaps another desk that goes down there. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And I've also
make it a space to enjoy.
Have you seen that poster? Can I show you the poster?
Yeah, you can show me the poster, please.
I'll show you, mate. But hang on.
That is sick. That is actually super cool. Holy shit.
Mate, that's going up on the wall.
That's really cool.
But I don't know where, because I don't want to commit to it, because I think this is going to move about the room a bit when we get wardrobes and things. Possibly going to go in here.
You want it. It's such a good art. I generally do think you should have it like on your stream, like so.
Yeah, I want it to go there, really.
Yeah, definitely put it behind your stream somewhere, behind your face or something like that.
Yeah. Ryan, I have taste. Your nephew will love it. But Bishop, before we go on a Halo, just a bit of housekeeping and a bit of just 2 minutes.
Go ahead, honestly.
Are you a fan of Resident Evil? The films primarily, I mean.
Not really, no.
Okay, no, me neither, really. But I was hopeful for Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Have you seen any trailers for this?
I haven't actually.
It's just I've shown these trailers about 400 times on it. I'm just going to send them you.
Send them over,
give a watch. But I was hopeful for this because everything looked the part, right? It looked like it ripped it out of the game and put it on like a film, which is
right
kind of what I wanted. And Jill looked like not Jill. Claire looked like Claire. Leon had all the police uniform on.
Basically taking heavy inspiration from the games.
Yeah, it's in the chat. It's in the stream thing. I'm going to put it in Discord for you, Bishop.
Yeah, I'll have a watch that.
But then it was released in America, I believe, and then everyone started to see it, and that's when it was like
it's been getting bad reviews.
Yeah, and it was.
That sucks.
I'm a bit gutted because I do like Resident Evil, but again, it's sitting. Metacritic is 44. Don't get me wrong, there are some good reviews. CNET says, despite the lack of scares, minor tweaks to the game's lore and overall silliness, director Johannes Roberts, I think that's how you say that. I'm sorry, Mr. Roberts or Mrs. Roberts. Love for Resident Evil is clear in every moment. Welcome to Raccoon City. With a barrage of Easter eggs and fascinating takes on classic characters, the film's a gleeful trip back to the Spencer Mansion and Raccoon Police Department, aimed squarely at fans. So, the person likes it, which is, do you know what I mean? Cool. To each their own, like what you want. Then we go to a lower end review.
Their own opinions, haven't they? So
yeah, no.
There's going to be a lot of those opinions in today's in today's stream.
To be fair, that is a good point. But we go to a lower end review. The Rat, William Bibiani, I think that's how you say it. Sorry, Will. Says, welcome to Raccoon City. Overstuffs itself with so many characters and plot points that nothing has room to develop. The pretty good cast gets buried alive in a rushed and ill-conceived screenplay, and it doesn't even help that the film is murkily photographed and tonally dreary. I mean, and there's only 18 reviews, but it's everything in between as well. I'll probably watch it on Netflix while I'm doing something else, you know what I mean? Well, I'm chilling or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know you like Milla Jovovich because she's in that film that you like.
That film,
Monster Hunter, mate.
I haven't even watched the Monster Hunter movie.
I saw it in HMV and thought of you straight away. I was like, I need to get this Bishop. I need him to watch this film. I need him to watch this film now.
I'll watch it at some point and watch it like live on stream.
Oh, can you do that? Oh,
I wish I could. I really wish I could because obviously I just get absolutely.
Mate, what you could do, you'd have to watch along. Put the timer in the corner.
Yeah.
Don't put the film on screen and just.
You could do like a chopped down YouTube video, I think.
Yeah.
You could do that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone hits play, and you watch it with you. That'd be funny. That'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I reckon I'd absolutely hate that Monster Hunter movie. I could just
the meltdown from you will be glorious, and probably well deserved, to be fair. But it is what it is, mate. Should we crack on? Just a few more things. We'll get to Halo in 2 minutes.
No, honestly, mate, it's fine. We've got all day. Do not worry about it.
I've got to be awake for about 12 hours, so we'll be fine. No, but again, Game of the Year. It's December tomorrow, Bishop. Can you believe it?
It's mental. I can't believe how quick it's gone.
Exactly. But that means
Halo Infinite's campaign is out in 8 days.
Yeah. Casual Reports Game of the Year episode is in 9 days.
Tremendous.
Just a reminder to everyone. Where is it? I'm going to get it on screen for everybody. Our Game of the Year. Pick your games of the year. Give us up to 15 games in order, preferably. Otherwise, I'll put them in order for you. And I don't know if you remember us doing this, Bish. We're going to rank them Yeah. Yeah, so we'll assign them numbers. So your number one game will get 15 points.
I feel like 15 might be a bit too much for this year.
But
the only reason why I say that... Go on.
I was going to say, you say that, but I've got a short list of just games that I think are going to be primarily... There's 49 games on it.
Right. Okay.
I was like shocked when I wrote it down. I was like, what the
Jesus, that's a lot of games, dude. I don't think I can... Off the top of my head, I don't think there's that many games that I can think of that came out this year that I'm even remotely excited
to be fair,
say is Game of Year.
To be fair, a lot of those games have no chance of winning this like our Game of the Year. But I was just a bit shocked. I was sat there because I was Game Informer, the website. I've got a list of games that come out this year, and I was like, that's probably going to do it. That's probably going to be like Pokemon and so on. I ended up with 49 games, and I was like 50 if you can include Pokemon twice, but I don't really. And I was just like looking at this list, going, "What the?
Give me a few games that have come out this year,
mate. I'll get the list up for you, mate. If I may,
give us like sort of like a few of like the top games that you think are going to win this year.
Right. I've got
I'm really interested to know what came out this year.
I've got the Excel spreadsheet in front of me that I made.
Go for it.
The other night. Mine are all.
Don't go through the whole list. Just give us like your top 10.
Like stuff like FIFA on here as well, which is going to get whatever.
But, no traction whatsoever.
So like Forza Horizon 5, Halo Infinite,
probably quite high.
Multiplayer.
Halo Infinite, I think is too late in the year for it to become a game of the year.
Yeah, but we are going to allow votes for Halo Infinite because it is. Because I'm sure people are smashing it. So
yeah.
But yeah, the new Pokemon Snap, Metroid Dread, Mass Effect, Legendary Edition, Nier Replicant, Outriders, Persona 5 Strikers, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Death's Door I've got on here, Bravely Default 2, that'll come out this year, Guilty Gear Strive, It Takes Two is brilliant.
Takes Two is good, yeah.
Yeah, The World Ends With You 2, Neo The World Ends With You, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Definitely came out this year.
Ratchet and Clank, Deathloop, and so on. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to list all these games, but
again, none of those games, other than probably Forza Horizon 5,
which is brilliant, by the way. Have you played it?
I have played Forza. It's amazing. It's probably the best.
Guy. You're not
probably one of the best car games I've played. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge car game type guy. I think the only type of car games that I like are Burnout games.
Yeah, same. And a few Need for Speed games.
But I mean, yeah, the original Need for Speed.
Oh yeah,
top tier. But
100%.
Other than that, I'm not so sure really. Yeah, Forza Horizon 5 is fantastic. Yeah, Returnal. Yeah,
Resident Evil Village. Sorry, I'm going on. Sorry, Riders Republic. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop.
I don't think Riders Republic will get that much.
No, but I mean, it's eligible and it come out and people like it. But I mean, for our Game of the Year, I don't think it's. I think there's only a handful of those games that have even got a shadow of a chance.
Absolutely,
getting anything. But and just remember, everybody, 15 is a maximum. We don't expect everyone to give us 15 games. Give us your favourite game. Tell us fuck off about the rest. I'll put 15 points on it and just move on. Do you know what I mean?
I'll see if we can get like a top 5 for you going.
Yeah, if you can, mate, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, 15 is a maximum.
Yeah.
But yeah, and before we talk Halo, Bishop, I'm just going to do the charts real quick. Is that all right?
The charts.
The box sales for the UK week ended last week, whatever last week was.
Go for it, yeah.
So GFK numbers, which is the people that do the charts for the UK, top 10 for weekend in November 27th. Okay. Bishop, what's number 1? No new entries this week.
Halo Infinite, probably.
It's not, because it's not out yet, technically.
Okay. Pokemon Diamond Pearl.
No, that was number 1 last week. Diamond slipped to 6. Pearl slipped out the top 10.
Right, okay. And what came out last week then?
Nothing's out. Nothing, no new entries, mate.
Okay. Dota 2 is something.
Go to tell you.
Go on.
It is the Game of Forever, who's number 1 last week. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I would have expected that.
So top set from 10 to 1, we've got Mario Party Superstars, Far Cry 6 pack, don't know what that means. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Just Dance at number 7, Brilliant Diamond number 6, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy number 5, Call of Duty Vanguard number 4, Minecraft Switch 3, FIFA 22 number 2, and number 1 Mario Kart 8. How does that charts rub you, mate? This is physical sales only.
Oh, okay, right. So that makes more sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean that's probably about right then.
Yeah, Black Friday on the back of that as well. I imagine that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
So America, as Christopher Dring, Games and News Stop Biz, as always with the charts. He brings he puts them in a nice article for us, and we just read it. It's great. Mario Kart Deluxe was the number 1 box game in the UK last week, driven by deals around Black Friday and Nintendo Switch console. Obviously, a lot of bundles going around. Don't know if you saw.
Stuff. Yeah.
So the Switch title sold over 2 million copies in the UK, jumped 6 places, following a 567% jump in sales week on week. Last week, number 1, Brilliant Diamond drops 5 places, 57% drop, and its counterpart drops from 2 to 11 after a 58% tumble in sales. Call of Duty holds number 4, was number 4 last week. FIFA 22, 145% jump, you imagine, because of the Black Friday sales, and Minecraft increased 258%. How was that for you? I love looking at this shit, mate. I fucking love it.
Yeah, this sort of stuff is kind of interesting to kind of look at, definitely.
I mean, I wish it was all like, if it was like the Steam and
like digital,
store, but they don't disclose that information, which is annoying. Just sort of guess. Last week's other big releases, Battlefield 2042 has dropped to number 12. Farming Simulator 22, which came out on Friday, I think, or Thursday, I can't remember, is debuted at number 13. Game sold best on PS4 with 37% sales. Metroid Dread nearly fell at the top 40, but it bounced back up 190% to number 23. Forza Horizon 5 is 19%, number 19, sorry. And yeah, mate, charts.
I'm excited to get jamming because I really want to talk to him about Battlefield.
Yeah, no, I do as well.
I'm really interested to see his opinion, to be honest. Because
you don't know his opinion.
It's probably good. I don't know.
He's tiptoed around it a little bit.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil
I'm not
it
spoiling anything, man. I never do that. Before we move on, where's there? Right.
Have you played quickly before we continue? Have you played Call of Duty Vanguard yet?
I've played a Call of Duty since Black Ops 3.
I've been watching people like Wildcat and stuff on YouTube, just like tearing the game to shreds. Like,
yeah,
so many
people don't
bugs.
like it.
There's so many glitches to get out of the map and like do stupid stuff.
Seems to be a habit lately because Battlefield's in the same position.
Yeah, Battlefield's the exact same way. Like Halo Infinite is probably the biggest, the best and most stable game.
Yeah, I was really surprised because you see the day one it come out.
Still a few crashes and stuff like that. It's still not perfect, but it's probably the best. It's probably the best game that's come out this year in terms of like.
It's just come out online, especially online. Like it's come out and it's just worked. Like
it works.
I was quite surprised. They dropped it and it was like the biggest concurrent Halo game on Steam, or the biggest concurrent Microsoft game on Steam. It was at one point last week, and I didn't see anything like any crashes. Servers were fine. Everyone could get on properly, and that deserves a round of applause anyway. Because
it's a big project.
See it all the time, especially with I haven't put it on the doc, but Final Fantasy 14 put out a warning because the new expansion's out next week, and they're all like, you got to prepare yourself. There's going to be crashes. There's going to be this. But Halo Infinite,
oh really?
Obviously, there's not 14 million people playing Halo Infinite. You know what I mean?
It seems to be such a popular trend, like these days, that just developers just tend to just release shit that's half-assed, and it's such a shame. I don't get me wrong. I understand ambition. It's great. I get that, but there's deadlines. And do you know what I mean? You've got to be careful about how you release your games. Like Cyberpunk obviously was the biggest one. Obviously,
we don't talk about that game on the show, mate.
I'm sorry, mate.
It's
like Voldemort. Like you can't talk about it on the show. You get
swear word around here, mate.
Yeah, it is. It's a swear word. But that was a bad game. And then did you see the Battlefield beta that released like about a month before the game released?
Beta. Come on, mate.
Yeah,
the game's a month out. No way that's a beta.
The most buggiest mess I've ever seen in my entire life.
Bits and bobs of it. I think NS and John played it a bit, but I didn't jump in.
It's bad.
I was far too busy, mate. Far too busy.
It was so bad, honestly. It really was.
Mate, I can imagine. Bishop, one more pit stop before we jump on the Halo train.
Go.
Staying with the charts.
Mm-hmm.
I need to talk about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for a second. Have you got this
game?
Go
for it. Yes, I do, yeah.
Of course, everyone's got this game. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right? Christopher Dring on Twitter. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at number 1 this week. It's only the 6th time the game has been number 1 in the UK physical charts, according to GFK. However, since 2017, it has been in the top 5 119 times and has never dipped below 25. 4 years ago.
That's crazy.
Mate, we are never getting Mario Kart 9. Never.
Yeah, because
I mean, I'd love
They don't have they put much support in for Mario Kart? Because like I don't think I've seen like any maps or anything like that added. No DLCs, anything like that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they added stuff from when it was on the Wii U one. So when it come over, I think they added a bit. But since it's come out, I don't think they've added more.
I was going to say because it seems like I mean it's still selling amazingly well, and obviously
it'd be nice. I know what you mean. It'd be nice to see.
It'd be nice to see something a bit more. Yeah. You know, it's you got stuff like Smash Brothers who are bringing out characters every month or so, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Probably longer than that. I don't know.
I think it's every quarter. I think every quarter or so ish.
Have they stopped now? I've been pretty sure that was the last character.
So was last one. There was a balance patch this week or next week or something. But apart from
how is Sora, by the way? Because I haven't told
you. I haven't told you, have I? Where is it?
No. It's been a while since we caught up, man. Oh. Nice.
I played the first game.
The first Kingdom Hearts, yeah?
I've not played it for about a week or so because I've been on Pokemon, I've been on Death Store, I've been on other stuff.
It's a busy week, mate. It's a busy week.
Yeah, I've got up to... I'm just about to go to Hollow Bastion, I think. Is that the place?
Okay, nice. Right.
Is that the one?
I don't know, mate. Honestly, it's been so long since I played the Kingdom Hearts games that I just...
But I don't know what it was this time. It just clicked, and I'm like, okay, this is quite cool.
Awesome. I'm glad because it does. Like number 2 is a lot better than the second.
Okay,
it's a lot better than the first.
Because I think my friend likes the first one best, and I was like, it's a bit rough. Don't get me wrong. I'm well aware I'm playing a PS2 game, Bishop. You know what I mean? But it's still good.
Story was great.
Mm-hmm.
And as a whole, Kingdom Hearts 1 definitely got me into the Kingdom Hearts series the most. Definitely, it was brilliant.
But you think the second one's?
I'd say personally, Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best out of a lot of them.
Okay,
that's my personal opinion.
How much
obviously,
of the not offshoot, but how much of the other stuff you played, like your Dream Drop Distance, your Chains of Memories,
I've played all of Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance. I've played. Obviously all the 3.
Obviously. Did you like 3? I can't remember.
It was 50-50 for me. It was kind of... It was... combat was good.
Mm-hmm.
But the story was a bit lackluster. I felt like they could have done more. I don't know. It was still a good game.
Yeah.
It felt rushed. I know for a fact that it was rushed because the development was really skewed. Like there was a lot going on in the background with Kingdom Hearts.
Back-ended, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It took years to come out, and then as it ramped up to release, I think they were putting too much shit in it, and then I think it fell off.
Did they delay it? I'm pretty sure they delayed it, didn't they?
Of course they delayed it. I think they delayed it about 3 times, from what I remember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it wasn't perfect. It wasn't a bad game, to say the least. I'd happily go back and play it again now. But it was definitely not the best Kingdom Hearts game, personally. Okay,
that's cool. I mean,
that's my personal opinion.
I at least want to do the main 3, at least, or 1, 2, and 3. Right. What I'm annoyed with a bit, because in like the Final Fantasy and Square Enix characters sort of seem to fizzle out from what I've seen on trailers and artwork and promotions and shit. Seems the original Kingdom Hearts characters and Disney characters, where the main draw in for me was the Cloud and Sephiroth and Squall. And
I understand that.
And is there a reason to go, or
but obviously the whole idea of the whole story is it's not meant to be about them. It's meant to be about Kingdom Hearts. You know, it's meant to be about this main story, Sora and Riku and Kairi and stuff. But in Kingdom Hearts 2, you definitely see some more of them, and you definitely will, be around them more, I think, than the first game. So
okay, cool.
So yeah, don't worry. You will still get content
I'm
with
chilling.
them.
I'm chilling.
And you'll also get some really cool stuff with those characters as well, because there's a really cool boss fight in there too. So, nice. And I hope you find it, and I really hope that you enjoy it.
The first one or second one?
Second.
Okay, cool. I'll have a look out for it, mate.
Because it took me ages to finish that fight so badly. It was amazing though. It's really good fun.
That's what I like to hear.
Highly recommend too. It's really good.
Yeah, I do. I heard 2 was like better, and lack of a better, so just better.
I think you'll definitely like the gameplay more. That's for sure. So
yeah, I mean that camera.
It's a lot more tidy than the first game.
Yeah, I mean gameplay in the first one's fine, but I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's a bit rough around the edges in the first one.
But Bishop, Sunday I think it was, right?
Yeah,
I reached out to you and I said, Bishop, Halo Infinite's been out for a while. I say a while, 2 weeks. When me and Jam talk about Halo Infinite, we just sort of go, yeah. I have no history with the series, really. I played and completed the third one. I played a bit of Reach, and that's about it. As Jam's played fuck all of any of them, really. I played a bit of 2 as well, a bit. But I got 2 after I got 3, so I didn't really think. But you, my friend, are the Halo Don. You most of the games.
I played every single Halo game all the way till completion. Completed Legendary on nearly all of them. I played a lot of Halo in my time. Let's put it that way.
I can appreciate that, mate.
Halo 3 being the one that's probably my most played.
Halo 3 is my favourite. That's Halo not really saying much because I played 5 minutes of the others.
It's a lot of people's favourite, to be fair. But
I really like that game.
Halo 2 also is probably like a lot of people's favourites too.
Yeah, I remember when the 360 first came out and everyone just bought a 360 because still carried on playing Halo 2 until Halo 3 came out. It was mad.
So, a lot of people really liked Reach as well, but I wasn't a huge fan personally.
I struggled with Reach a bit. I don't know what it was. I tried twice, I think. I'm like, I don't know, man.
It's a lot different to the other Halo games.
Yeah.
And
I like the idea of it, the premise, but
the bloom just kind of really screws up a lot of your aim and stuff like that, and it makes it a lot harder to play.
I'm glad you feel that way about Reach because I really struggled to. I don't know what it was. I say I might try again, but I don't know waste my time.
And then there's the fact that it's got jump damage as well, like full damage as well.
Yeah, that's weird in Halo. That's
really weird for a Halo game. Yeah, really strange for a Halo game.
I think that was what. And it didn't put me off, but it annoyed me a lot. I was like, we're supposed to be like these fucking Space Marine fucking big soldier people.
Yeah.
So anyway, the reason I said to Bishop, I need, if you'd like to come back on, obviously you agreed because you're here with me. I appreciate it very much.
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back.
I said to you, I'd love a breakdown, a deep dive, if you will. Halo Infinite, the multiplayer, the beta. What you played so far, what you like, dislikes.
Let me just get my.
You get your notepad out, mate. We've got all night. We'll go for it.
I'm just gonna I'll read from here because it might as well. It's a long list of things. Have
you made notes? Cause...
I haven't.
I was getting
although it's all in here, mate.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Let's start.
Go for it. I'm ready. I'm listening.
Let's start with the scattered release between Halo Infinite's multiplayer and campaign.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not particularly upset by it, but I'm not at the same time happy about it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say this is because having a scattered release between the two isn't actually a bad thing, really, for the player base. Right. I wish they'd done the campaign first and the multiplayer second.
I wish they did that.
The reason why I say that is because what happens is the second you start releasing a campaign second, no one's playing the multiplayer anymore.
Do you reckon that'll happen? Do you reckon it'll be empty?
Yeah, I generally do. I don't think it'll be empty. I still think you'll be able to find players and stuff like that in the multiplayer, especially considering the amount of players playing Halo Infinite.
To be fair, that's
insane.
a good point. Yeah.
But I do generally believe that personally the campaign should have been first. That's just my personal opinion, of course. Obviously, yeah. I don't know. I understand why the campaign wasn't fully ready yet, and
it got pushed back by about a year, wasn't it? So. I imagine you've got to get it right. Do you know what I mean? They can't have another Halo 4, Halo 5. People like those games, but you know what I mean when I say.
On the other hand, though, the campaign looks absolutely amazing.
Wait, there's a trailer. I'm going to put footage. You keep going. I'm going to put a bit of footage on. Have you watched the new trailer?
They've just announced the new trailer. Yeah, just a second ago. The actual campaign.
Find the latest offers at the Google Store.
It looks really good.
Yeah, man.
I am super excited.
I have no idea what's going on, but I'm like, this looks sick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you don't necessarily need to in order to actually
just give me that good, mate. Let me run around like a madhead. I'm happy.
Yeah. So I suppose we should talk next about the campaign's open world, because that's a very strange move for Halo Infinite and for the Halo franchise in general. I thought I wouldn't like it when I first saw the fact that they were going to go open world and stuff like that. I was really against it. I thought, no, it needs to be linear like every other Halo game. I was so stuck in my ways. And since then, I have changed my mind dramatically. Since they showed the grapple hook.
Oh, mate, don't get me started on that grapple hook. It's sick.
Grapple hook is so good, and the fact that you get them basically unlimited in the campaign, it's just such a cool thing to just like grapple hook around the map and explore and find secrets and Easter eggs and all sorts of stuff like that. It's such a cool idea, and I think they've got the campaign gameplay down to a T.
Definitely looks like it. Watching the footage I've seen.
Sorry about that.
Right.
Yeah, it just I think they've done a fantastic job, and they should be praised for it, definitely.
Definitely needed that delay. Sorry, go on.
From what I've heard from people that have the game already and have reviewed it and stuff like that, and I've watched a few people on YouTube review the game early before release and stuff like that, and they've all been glowing reports. They've all been really good reports. So I am very excited for the campaign. And maybe I've seen a little bit too much, but I have this problem with every single game that comes out, and it's not necessarily anybody else's fault. It's not 343's fault. It's more my fault. The fact that I can't stop looking at trailers because I'm so excited.
I know what you mean. I had exactly the same thing with Metroid Dread. It was like they showed a returning boss, and I was like, oh, "Come on, you could have saved that, or at least teased it a bit." It was just like straight in your face. But playing it, and it was like the first 2 hours, and then after that, it was nothing. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Hopefully, it's the same.
I agree with Ryan there. Definitely, the physics are a bit wonky, and I totally agree with him on that. Especially in multiplayer, and we'll get to that in a bit. But the single player as well. The vehicle physics are a bit strange. The fact that the gravity hammer, the fact that the gravity hammer isn't actually a gravity hammer; it's just a hammer. Is kind of like, it annoys me. The fact that I can't grenade jump anymore, stuff like that. You know, the Halo stuff that you've all come to know and love, the rocket jumps, stuff like that. All those kind of things are kind of gone in replace of the repulsor and stuff like that. And I do miss those.
I didn't know. Was that the thing? I can't describe it. But you know what I mean?
The repulsor is the one that allows you to you can basically stop enemy bullets midair.
Right.
You can also.
Was that not in
this
one?
Also. No. I'm talking about that's what's in the Halo Infinite.
Right. Okay.
That's called the repulsor. But in the old games, you could grenade jump, so you throw a grenade on the floor and then
that was sick. Yeah, I remember doing that.
Yeah, stuff like that. It allows you to do amazing stuff like that. So there's a bunch of stuff that unfortunately was kind of cut from the game at the minute, and it's a shame that they're not in there, but it's not the end of the world, because the actual core gameplay for Halo Infinite's multiplayer is actually amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. And from what we've played, it's let's start first of all with the state of the game. The state of the game is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like there's not really that much bugs, not even server side or anything like that. In general, all round the game is quite stable. There's a few crashes here and there, but yeah, as even you know, like it's generally a really good game.
Yeah, I think I know about 10 or 15 games myself, and I know it's not as many as like the average Halo player has, but I haven't had a single glitch or anything. Like I've just been chilling.
So I've played for roughly around, I think I'm gonna say 70 hours now. I think. Let me just do it.
What? It's been out 5 minutes.
It's been out just over a week. Oh, you got a week and a half now. I think it's been out.
Yeah, so 2 weeks yesterday it was out.
I'm gonna have to mess up my own stream here. Hang on.
15th it come out, didn't it? So.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not exactly, but 70 hours pretty much.
Bloody hell,
is
mate.
what I've played for.
What level are you?
I am level 41.
Right,
no, 42 in the battle pass currently.
Cool. What people? The general consensus is that the balancing for the progression needs work. Do you agree with that, or are you happy?
So I'll tell you what. Let's start with the battle pass first.
Yeah, okay, do that.
So the battle pass is
how much is
fine. It first? I think it was like 10 quid. I think
I'll check. Carry on.
Somewhere around that price.
Yeah.
And the battle pass would be fine if it wasn't for the amount of challenge swaps and XP swaps that are inside it.
Yeah.
These are essentially just items that you can get throughout the cycle of the battle pass, and some levels are literally just challenge swaps or XP swaps.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, XP boost. Sorry, and they're useless. They're pretty useless, and they are there just to pad out the battle pass to make it look bigger than what it is.
Yeah.
If you have a look at the total amount that you get in from the battle pass, it's probably about 40% of it is probably items, and then the other stuff is all just like XP boosts and stuff, which is really shit.
We don't want XP boosts.
No, absolutely not. But then, of course, obviously, what makes the battle pass even worse is the fact that the progression system is so scuffed and so messed up that, unfortunately, you can't even get those levels up anyway. Like I said, I've played for 70 hours, which, let's face it, is a lot more than what an average player would play.
Yeah.
And I've been grinding like crazy, and I'm still nowhere near where I should be.
Yeah. Just battle pass is about $10, so about 7 or 8 quid, something like that. Carry on. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's not the most priciest thing in the world, but it's it's not great. Just the progression system in general is just so poor. But it's not just in the sense that that you can't level up very well. It's the fact that you don't get rewarded for winning. You don't get recorded. You don't get
that was
rewarded
weird.
You don't get rewarded for basically anything in the game.
Even like
the thing is, here's the thing that really annoys me about Infinite right now is that Halo Infinite has got some amazing new medals, really, really cool new medals that that go well with like the repulsor and the grapple hook and the stuff like this. Like you can get a medal for grenading somebody while you're on the back of a mongoose or something like that. There's some just really, really cool, clever, innovative medals in this game, and none of them, not a single one of them, even if it's a mythic medal or whether it's a normal medal, it doesn't matter. You always will get the same amount of XP at the end of a game, regardless of what you do.
Yeah.
And that just annoys the hell out of me, because it's just like, what's the point? What's the point of playing? I might as well play just bad all the time and lose, and I'll get the same amount
if you'd win. Yeah. There's not a win bonus, is there? It's not like a win
there's no win bonus whatsoever.
Like a kill bonus or whatever. There's just like your generic sort of do this and then do this. But like a lot of people, what I've seen on Twitter, as I tend to do, people were saying that if you were playing a certain game mode, like your battle pass thingy XP things could contradict the game mode, so you'd be like running around trying to get kills, but you're playing that capture one. I can't remember what it's called. Sorry.
Right. So basically, so there's like Here's another problem with Infinite. Unfortunately, is how many game modes there are in the game.
4.
Currently there are 4. There was 5 last week because of an event that they brought out, but now they've just rotated that out. Just rotated that out, and now that's gone again. So now there are 4 game modes. You might as well call it free because one of them's for bots, right?
Right.
Okay. So you've got 3 game modes. You've got quick play. You've got big team battle, and you've got ranked. Mm-hmm. Okay. So those are your big 3.
Yeah.
And let's say, for instance, you had a challenge that allowed you that basically made you that forced you into big team battle.
Right.
There is still like the chance that you're not going to get it. There were like there was at least vehicle challenges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That are so hard to get because the vehicles don't even spawn on the map half the time.
Yeah, that's another thing I've seen. Yeah,
there's a lot of crazy, terrible stuff about this game in a minute, which is really annoying because the core gameplay is so good.
Mate, you give me that grappling up all day long, mate.
Honestly, I'm so passionate about this topic because this game has got the biggest potential to be the best Halo game ever made, and I really do mean that. I mean, this could have been better than Halo 3. Easily been better than Halo 3 if they hadn't have messed it up with bad progression, monetization to hell. By the way, I am going to talk about that in a minute because I'm getting so annoyed by it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it's free to play. By the way, I understand that.
I was going to throw that in your face, but you already know. Go on.
But there is just that. I'm sorry, but there needs to be a stopping point. There needs to be a level, right? Because right now the store is insane. It's littered with like £20 like equipment and stuff like that you get like 5 different items or something like that most of the time, and it's just so expensive. It's stuff that's just not fun to actually get. I've kind of put myself into a situation where I'm not going to buy anything from the past at all until they change it. It's just not, mate. Yeah, it's not going to work for me at all. I know other people out there are going to talk about it, but are going to buy stuff. Sorry, but it's just not.
Unfortunately, they can buy what they want, which is a shame. But
yeah,
it is what it is, mate. Monetization then. What is it? Is it too much, or is it in your face a lot, or is it always guiding you to the store?
I sent you a picture.
You did. You did. Hang on.
On Messenger.
You did.
It's like a Reddit looking one.
Let me see.
With like lots of different microtransactions. You'll see. I'm sure the stream will see it in just a second.
It will.
But basically, there's been people data mining and stuff like that.
I've got them on screen. I was going to cycle through them on screen. I'm not sure which one you.
Yeah, absolutely, go for it. Yeah. Not all of them. Is
that one? Yeah. Zoom in. I can see it, but yeah, probably would make sense. That was me. Yeah. I don't want to know, do I? Do I want to know?
1,000 coins, roughly around about £8 to £9.
How much?
For an item that basically should have been in the game at release.
Yeah, because I've got the red, white, and blue thing. I've got that on mine.
Yes, that's on your main Spartan.
Yeah, that.
Right? So there's these things called Spartan cores.
Right, okay.
So you've got different Spartans.
I remember. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you've got the samurai one. You've got, which is now called, it's just called Yori, something like that.
Yeah.
Then you've got the. Oh, I'm testing my own Halo knowledge here. Basically, you've got the Halo Reach core, which is for the battle pass.
Right.
And then you've got the standard Mark IV. Is it Mark IV or Mark III? I can't remember. Either way,
Yeah,
they all have different. Yeah, they all have different coatings. So if you unlock blue for one of those cores, you don't unlock blue for for the other cores.
Why?
Because they want to monetize the living shit out of it. That's why. Yeah, they want their money. That's literally what they want.
To be fair, most corporations do, unfortunately. Right,
it's so bad. It upsets me so much as a Halo fan because it's like these are things that go back to Halo Reach and have a look at the customization that was generally there at day one. No monetization whatsoever. You bought the game.
The fuck's happened? Fuck's sake.
Oh, up here he is. He's here.
Heads up, James, next time, please.
Should have been. Sorry. I was rushing. I'm still in my uniform and just got home.
Mate, I'm glad you're back. We'll get to you in a minute. Everybody, Jams here. Bishop, we were telling everyone how good Halo is.
No, we weren't. We were talking about how bad Halo is at this point.
So
for the past 20 minutes, I've been smashing it, but
To be fair, it's quite glowing. More glowing than I thought it would be, to be honest.
Again, it's just down to that core gameplay. Honestly,
gameplay is king, James.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gameplay is king.
It's the only thing that is generally keeping the game right now. Unfortunately, is just that gameplay. But as soon as that goes, as soon as people get bored, though, that's it. There isn't enough content at release. There just isn't enough content at release to keep people entertained and excited.
Right.
Campaign will definitely keep them, keep people entertained somewhat. But what happens then? That's the thing I'm most concerned about.
I think it's set up to be drip fed, isn't it? Because with it being free to play and all these seasons going on and on, it's like it could be like the battle pass again and going to be drip fed all this shit. But I do agree.
So before release of the multiplayer, they announced that the co-op campaign isn't going to be at release. It's going to be there 3 months.
I thought it was 6.
I'm pretty sure it was 3.
Should we check?
Well, it was free.
Too long, yeah?
Either way, it's too long. It was free, and then 6 months was going to be forged, right?
That sounds right.
They've now, because of the early release of the multiplayer and stuff, had to... and because of a lot of the progression system issues and stuff like that, and because people are backlashing and all this sort of stuff, they've had to postpone it another 3 months each. So I'm pretty sure it's...
Co-op for Halo Infinite story has been delayed and it's not expected until May 2022. Yeah, so about 3 or 4 months, mate.
Yeah.
That's shocking. I remember playing Halo 3. 3? Yeah, 3. Co-op campaign. It was amazing, mate. You know what I mean?
I'm already getting to a point where I want to make Forge maps, and we're not even 6 months away. We're not even 6 months before that even releases.
I suppose it's going to make the... When it comes, is it just going to be flooded, or people going to buy whatever? It's too late.
I don't know. I think it might be too late, personally. It's a shame as well because, generally all round, the actual again the core game is amazing.
Core game is good, to be fair.
The custom games and the theatre mode are broken. Actually, genuinely broken.
But the game works though, which is what we like.
The game works. Yeah, the multiplayer works.
And I've seen clips on Twitter, clips on YouTube. Everyone.
I tell you what, I've always said this, and I will always say it. The biggest and most important thing about Halo is its community, and it is here to stay at the minute. Honestly, it really is. People are going nuts about this game, and I'm so happy for it.
To be fair, it's a pleasure to see. I love watching people buzz off stuff. I watch reactions all the time to people buzzing on things, and it's nice to see Halo fans rejoicing and singing,
basically happy praise again finally after nearly 6 years. It's
don't get me wrong, 4 or 5 had their fans, don't get me wrong, people played it and people liked it, but...
I'm not saying anything bad about Halo 5 because Halo 5 as in its core was actually a really good first person shooter, but it wasn't a good Halo game. That was the problem.
I see what you mean.
It was a game that shouldn't have been a Halo game. It should have been another first person shooter.
It's Metroid Prime 2, but whatever. Bishop, overall, hopes and dreams. Are you pleased with Halo Infinite so far?
Yes.
Relatively speaking, not.
Yes, otherwise I wouldn't be still playing it.
Yeah, you are still playing it, and I assume when we're done here now, you're probably gonna whack it on.
Yep.
And
yeah, I've already got plans
no
after this to
problem
go
there.
play Halo again. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm loving the rank mode so much at the minute. It's great fun. It's such good fun.
I'm glad.
Really enjoying it.
I'm glad people are having a good time. When I played, I got the habit of just like seriously one grenade.
Yeah.
Every time. I've got no grenades, I just run off. I don't care. Bishop. Breathe, mate.
Yes, let's take a.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm kind of happy with
anything else to say about Halo.
There's loads more to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about them because there's no point.
Right.
I could go on. Honestly, mate, I could go on like for hours and hours.
We'll take a rain check. But the gist is, after all, was that 25, 30 minutes?
Probably.
It's good, mate.
It's great. It's great. It's really, really good. It's a really strong game. It's a really strong game. It's just got some issues. As does every game, I suppose, though. You know.
You're fuming.
Yeah. Bishop, thank you very much. I love that.
Worries.
I love people passionate about it. Mate, I love it. Join in, Mr. Elf on the Shelf. Mr. He puts like Christmas lights up what he likes.
But didn't even put them up.
In the helps. I know. Yeah, I'm just thinking.
You didn't even put them up.
No,
after all,
I'm not sitting there untangling 1,000 million lights. Can't think so.
Jam. Nice of you to join us so early, mate.
I know. I'm just early today.
No, man, it's cool. How have you been?
Fine. Working. Mum's. Now I'm home.
Cool. What? I think everyone's going to be shocked by this statement.
Hang on. Steph's staring at me. What you want? What? Yes. Steph wants to say.
She's live in front of thousands of people.
Hey, Steph.
You're live on the internet.
The sounds beautiful.
Dogs are not happy about it.
Winston.
Why?
Winston's trying to get in between us.
Winston's
So he gets Carry on with your question.
I can't remember what to say. Yeah, I want to shock everybody now. Ryan says, tell Steph Ryan says hi. And
Ryan says hi, Steph.
Yes.
And Winston. I need to stream.
I'm going to shock. Everyone's going to be shocked by what I'm about to say now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Probably.
Enlighten us, mate. Mr. I don't like phone games. I'm far too popular. What have you been playing?
I've been playing Rocket League Sideswipe.
Which is what, Jam? To those
mobile game.
Mobile game. Rocket League mobile game.
Wait, what? Really? Is this real?
Have you not? I wasn't joking earlier when I said it.
I was so confused when you were talking about it.
I'm going to put.
Are you actually serious? There is a Rocket. What?
Have you not? Mate, just Google Rocket League Sideswipe.
I'm doing it right now.
Willow looks tremendous, by the way.
Willow does look tremendous.
Willow is
James.
Tremendous.
Yes.
I believe before I stopped you, you would have played until your battery died, wouldn't you? The other night. Last night, was it?
80% to like 15 or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I think that's the longest I've ever been in a mobile game. Ever.
The most, accumulatively, the most time you spent on a mobile game. How did you find it? Is it good?
It's the longest time I've spent on a mobile phone, and I work in a phone shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is how I play it.
Because you're a professional, mate.
Lap controller. I mean, I'd never had a use for this thing. I mean, I can still obviously stick my Wasset controller up for it. There it is. There it is, Bishop, for you. Smooth.
Is it smooth?
It's smooth.
Is it literally just Rocket League?
It's like a side.
It's like you're on a 2D platform thing, one goal at each end, and you just basically try and get it over the other player and into the net, which is halfway up the wall.
Right.
It's good fun. The touch controls aren't bad, but
yeah, I played it. I played.
Touch controls are always. It's never as good as controller, and these lap controllers aren't very highly rated. I don't think they get made anymore.
That's why
Razer have got. No, Samsung gave me this.
Razer got one. There's another one that's quite good. I can't. What's it called, Jam?
I don't know. This lap one is Samsung made.
Just
made for the phone.
Talking of controllers, by the way.
Go on.
I got myself a new one.
You're buzzing, mate. Is that good?
It just looks like it's an Xbox controller.
It's got a.
Oh, it's an Elite one.
panels on the back. No, this isn't an Elite.
Why not?
Cost me about £80. It's like a cheaper version of an Elite controller.
Is it one of them? Are they scuff controllers?
I can't remember what they're called.
Bishop, there's an Elite Series 2 controller downstairs, mate.
Is that nice?
Backbone, I think.
What do you think of it?
For the price, I wouldn't recommend it to people, but for like
I'm so glad that you
purists and people that appreciate nice controllers and like.
Here's my thing though: if you've been used to, let's say, your Xbox One, Xbox Series X controller for 8 years now, and then you pick up one of them, your muscle memory needs to change.
Why?
Because you got the paddles.
Because you got the 4 panels.
Take them off.
You can take them off, but
then what's the point in having the Elite controller? You take them off, you've just got a normal controller.
I actually will disagree with you on that one a little bit, to be honest, Jack, because I can't explain it to you, but those panels are so intuitive.
To be fair, I agree.
I can't explain it to you. It feels like they should have been there all along.
What do you use them for, Bishop? Like what commands are they doing? Like Halo.
For Halo, I use this one for sprint and this one for like crouching, so I can do slides.
Yeah.
And then I'll use this one for ping, and I'll use this. I haven't actually got one pinged for this one yet. But then I still use my bumper jumper and stuff like that, so I can still do other stuff. But the biggest selling point for something like this controller with the panels on the back is that I don't have to, when I'm playing, I do not have to move my other fingers, like my thumbs, off of the sticks.
Zero travel distance.
I don't have to at all. It's so useful for aiming and for moving. And it allows you to play better.
It's like in Forza as well, and I know you can just like map the accelerate and brake and thing. If you were so inclined to do that, you can do that.
So you can put like left indicate on and right indicate on.
Yeah, you can do that. And why not, mate? But Jam,
yeah,
would you recommend Side? You sent me a picture earlier. Sideswipe had more Twitch viewers than actual Rocket League by about 20,000.
Yeah.
Do you think that's in it, Bishop? Do you think that's going to maintain, or is it just because it's fresh?
It's fresh, it's new, and like because I follow quite a few of the streamers.
They all play it.
Are known in the right. Yeah, they've just obviously started playing it to see what it's like, and all their viewers are watching them
because of big stream. It's big streamers probably.
I think it will definitely do well as a mobile game. Like the Rocket Pass and everything on it is free.
Oh, is it?
Like I've not paid a penny, and I've got Rocket Pass and stuff like that. And then Rocket Pass is like up to level 20, and then it goes to like your mystery stuff.
Yeah.
And then it will. I think I'm not too sure if it's in season. I think it's pre-season now.
Right.
And when it goes to season 1, I couldn't tell you if Rocket Pass is paid for or not then. But then you'll start getting items dropped into full Rocket League.
Right.
So the two will marry up.
Okay, that's cool. I can appreciate that, I think. Do you think?
And the ranks are slightly different. That's it.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Like I was in bronze 5 yesterday, which is.
You wasn't. Were you laying SmackDown?
You don't get a place. You have to climb the ranks.
Why not?
So I'm like silver 3.
So you start at the bottom and climb up. Is that?
Yeah. Okay, you don't just get.
Cool.
Here's your number. Here's your score. That's what your rank is. Yeah, you climb up.
I got slapped in Diamond 2 and New Rocket League season. I was like, I'm Grand Champ Plus, mate. Let's go.
You're ranked before me this season in Rocket League.
You play it all the time. Well, because you've been Knockout City, mate. That's why.
That's why I've been playing with you, and that's it. I think for the last few weeks.
To be fair, yeah. James, you built Knockout City. Are you still having a good time?
Yeah, Knockout City is great.
Awesome.
Good fun.
Nice. If you want to talk anything else, have you seen anything else? I was telling Bishop. Bishop's not really a Ghostbusters fan, so I couldn't really talk to him about it. But our Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Excellent film.
Right, we're not going to spoil anything, but right, I got my Spider-Man No Way Home tickets as well.
I'm so excited for that film.
I was like, I saw all the Americans fucking rushing to get tickets on Twitter, and I'm like, I turned to Jade, I'm like, I'm gonna have to buy tickets for this. I'm not missing this film
because they're going for $15,000 on eBay.
I'm not having it spoiled for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, scalpers are going crazy for it, aren't they?
Yeah, man. But anything to add, Jam, before we crack on? You've joined us just as we go into the rundown.
Cool.
Anything you want to add to anything or anything?
Nope. I heard. I was listening. Kind of driving on the way home. I was listening to Bishop's Halo opinion and stuff like that.
I appreciate this, man.
Yeah.
That's what.
Which is it's very similar to mine of Battlefields at the moment.
Yeah, that's actually
the downside is you have to pay for Battlefield. And that's what's shit about it. It feels like a Battlefield game. It doesn't feel much different. It doesn't feel anything new, but I still pay £50 for it.
I'm amazed that this is coming out of your mouth, to be honest, because like before the game released, you were like, "Oh my god, so adamant this game is going to be the best game ever."
It's really fun. Me and NS have been playing. It's actually a really fun game.
Yeah,
like I have fun in it.
I think once you've like when you got a friend with you and you're playing with it and stuff like that, it definitely looks like a fun and enjoyable game.
Yeah.
But a lot of the bugs and a lot of the issues definitely seem to.
There's not really. I mean, people do get bugs, I suppose, but a lot of that can be put down to their.
I do know for a fact that they did get rid of a lot of the bugs from the early beta. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. The game plays a hell of a lot better than the beta.
That was so bad.
Plays a hell of a lot better than the beta. But a lot of the elites that have review bombed it, like I mean, fair dues to them. They play it. They know how a Battlefield game could be. So fair dues to them for like review bombing it to get EA to fix it. But yeah, I've started noticing stuff's missing, like flight stick support, Bishop. Flight stick support on a game with helicopters and planes.
Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous.
Mate, you're through with that.
And FYI, I bought a flight stick for it.
Actually, I'm glad that you said the controller stuff, actually, because apparently you cannot map a button on Halo Infinite to voice chat.
You are?
To push to talk. So you can't push to talk with a controller.
On a first-person shooter multiplayer game.
On a first-person shooter multiplayer game.
What year are we in?
You probably can on Xbox. You probably can on Xbox, but you cannot do it on PC if you're going to play with controller.
That's great. No.
It's such an oversight. I don't understand it.
That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, sorry. As we were saying,
mate. First up, gentlemen, Geoff Keighley. You know the guy. Now this time, Keighley. I won't. You know the guy. He's here. He's living the dream. He's living the high life. Soon, he's tweeted the other day. I'm reading from Destructoid. Chris Moyes, not that one. It says. This is Geoff Keighley. This is a Geoff Keighley tweet. Sorry. Just saw the final cut of the Game Awards world premiere. We have been working on a developer for 2.5 years. Truly honoured we are entrusted to share this work with the world. Bum bum bum. So place your bets. Geoff Keighley continued to stroke the flames of the hype this weekend as he clock took. Blah. I'm getting excited, lads. That's what it is. As the clock counts down to this year's Game Awards event, speaking on Twitter yesterday, producer Keighley teased a world premiere reveal set for the December event, which will announce a brand new game 2.5 years in the making. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. This is just a quick one, gentlemen. What do you think it could be? What do you want it to be? Okay. First question.
Time Splitters.
Do we know about this game? Do we know it exists, or is this like a fresh announcement?
This is.
It could be. What's it?
I think it's Breath of the Wild 2, but
it could be. Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be big. Yeah.
When did that get announced, Jam?
1,000 years ago.
E3 2.5 years ago. We watched it. Remember?
That's true.
I remember seeing that.
This is very true.
But also, it could really be the Hellblade sequel as well, because that was about that sort of time frame. It fits. Is there anything you got on your mind that you think this is, or do you just think
Beyond Good and Evil? Where's that? Where's Beyond Good and Evil, by the way?
Oh, fuck, mate, fuck that, man. I give up hope.
Yeah, that's a really good point, though. Like,
where'd that go? Where'd that go?
That game got announced like years ago. What happened to that game, man?
Beyond Good and Evil 2, right? It got announced 20. Don't know. Hang on. Right. 2017. 5 years ago. Nope, 4 years ago.
June 2017. June 2017.
Well, the last trailer we saw was about 2 years ago, and Mikel Ancel has left Ubisoft since then to go and do gardening or something, or zoology or something like that.
Garden Simulator.
What's do you think it's that? It was 2018. It's been 3 years, I think.
It better be that, because Jesus, it's so bad. I can't believe that game is like. It must be the development for that game must be so poor right now. Like,
mean, the trailers. I mean, I know it's CG trailer, but the
it's
trailer
just
of the
CG,
monkey
isn't it?
looked really cool in that city and in a bar running off. But then
I know it looked like an interesting concept. I was excited for it.
the first one's brilliant, to be fair. Yes,
I think I remember when we saw it on E3 though. Me and you, Jack, we actually said like, I feel like this is something that was probably not going to work out.
I think we did say that.
I am generally expecting for it to be in a situation where
I'm waiting for the
yeah,
day.
just waiting for the cancel, waiting for the cancel.
Pull the plug, lads.
Waiting for it.
Pull the plug. Yeah, I mean, I can't see past Breath of the Wild 2 for Geoff Keighley's thing because
you're probably right.
Breath of the Wild has the first one has a history of the game wars. Like the first gameplay was there, and a lot of trailers was there, and so on. You know, he loves a tease, doesn't he, little fucking prick? So we'll see. Do you have anything that could be? Or
no,
it's hard to pick out of thin air, isn't it?
I think I'm pretty. Yeah, when you say Breath of the Wild, it seems I can't think of anything other than that. To be fair,
I've just planted the seed, mate. And it's took over.
But I just can't think of any other games.
Do you know what we want, mate?
Time Splitters.
Yeah.
The Getaway.
Yeah, you just want F-Zero.
F-Zero.
F-Zero. Imagine the scenes, mate. Imagine the scenes.
Everyone would just swipe and be like, "Nah, don't."
Jeff Keighley's there. He's doing the show.
Apart from you,
it all goes black. So what's going on here? And then the diddle 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 diddle. Oh man, get me in market with Nintendo now. Don't know. Anyway, moving on, gentlemen. I'm reading from Eurogamer. Wesley in Pool, my man. So DC Universe Online dev is making a Marvel MMO. First question: did anyone play DC Universe Online?
No, but I know someone who still does.
It's still going. Does Sean still play it?
Sean still plays it. Yeah,
it's still going. I'm surprised it's still going, and fair play, it's still going. Have you ever played it, Bish? Did you say?
No, I haven't. No.
I don't know what to like. The idea of it is cool, but would you rather play a Marvel one, or are you still like, nah?
Well, yeah, obviously it's Marvel. No, admittedly, like anything like that, like mobile games for Marvel and stuff like that, I'm just not interested in at all.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know. That's just me. That's just my personal opinion, obviously.
Maybe if it's like an actual paid MMO, like an actual full release, and it's got World of Warcraft kind of like heavy hitting sort of thing, maybe. But I can't see it being like
this
that.
Universe is free-ish, right? Is it free-ish? Or...
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, so you're saying like a Final Fantasy 14 or a World of Warcraft or a whatever. So, where are we now? Dimensional Link Studios, the latest name for the Austin, Texas branch of Daybreak Gaming Company, is working on a Marvel IP-based, massively multiplayer online game, according to an investor presentation. I'm reading from Miller on Twitter, and his tag is Miller with about 500 M's, and then Miller.
Miller.
Yeah, it's actually his name, mate. So, whatever. It's going on his birth certificate. Shut up. EG7 released their Q3 21 financials and confirmed the unannounced AAA Marvel MMO that appeared in the GeForce Now leak and which had previously been cancelled in 2018 as the studio faced financial hardships has officially been revived. Again, GeForce Now leak. Bishop, did you see this leak?
I didn't, no.
Mate.
Have you seen GeForce Now?
I've got it on my computer.
Mm-hmm. Have you?
Not now. Not there. I got GeForce something. Hang on. GeForce Experience.
I'm
getting mixed up.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's a very different thing.
I'm sorry. I'm getting GeForce Now is the streamy one, isn't it?
Yeah, so it allows you to
on
basically...
my MacBook. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so it allows you to have stream one of their PCs essentially, so that they can.
It works quite well on my MacBook. My 2012 MacBook playing Next Machina, I played a first-person shooter. Don't ask me which one it was.
Do you need a decent internet connection for that?
It's all right. I had decent internet connection for the time. Not as good now. You know what I'm saying, Joe? Have you used it, Bish?
I haven't, no, but I've seen the prices and it's very, very heavy.
Well, Bishop, I'm not going to go deep into it, but there was a leak, GeForce Now back-end leak.
Yeah.
Hundreds of games just listed. Most of them are out. Most of them are announced. But there was the occasional one or two that weren't, right? So Sony had a few games on there. GT7, Returnal, God of War. This was before God of War was announced on PC. Microsoft, Gears 6, Halo 5, Guardians, do you know what I mean? Games that are announced, games that aren't announced. Square Enix, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Final Fantasy 9 Remake, unannounced title by Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts 4 Bishop, Capcom, Resident Evil 4 Remake, EA Mirror's Edge, RTX Remaster, blah blah blah, Bandai Namco, Tekken 8, and so on. Bayonetta 3 is on there. But the thing is, there's a lot of these games unannounced, and quite a lot of them have come to light. We'll talk about one later, but obviously God of War on PC is one, etc. And now this sort of coincides with that leak as well. So this Marvel game was on that leak, and it's a thing. So people are sort of, and GeForce, Nvidia, sorry, have come out and said, yeah, the leak is legit, but some of the games might not be. So
right.
There you go. I'll send you a link to it, mate. Don't you worry.
Yeah, definitely do.
Have a good time.
To be fair, we'll probably see a bunch of that stuff at the Game Awards, probably anyway.
Oh yeah. I think one's going to definitely be there.
When's the Game Awards, by the way? It's next week, isn't it?
My birthday, mate.
Your birthday?
No, well, technically, but not really. It's my birthday night, but it starts at like the 10th, really.
I get you.
Are you working next Friday?
Yes.
Damn, are you?
Late as well.
I'll find out.
I'll leave it with you. So, just to summarise Marvel, would you want to make your own superhero if you were to play this game?
I am working next week. Yeah,
I may be here on my own. I'm probably not going to be.
I'm working Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Why are you working Saturday?
Because it made me work.
You can't work.
Hang on, no, I booked that off, didn't I?
Yeah.
I ain't working Saturday.
You're not working Saturday, mate. No. We don't. No.
No. I booked it off. It's on the rotor.
Exactly.
They just messed up.
Tell them to stop being gimps. Bishop. If you were to play this Marvel game, would you prefer to make your own superhero or play as a already established one? Like,
why else would you play a Marvel game if it wasn't for the characters that are already established?
I don't think it'd be like that. If it's an MMO, there'd be like 20,000 people that want to be Iron Man. But it'd look a bit weird.
Yeah, and DC, you make your own person, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I imagine it's going to be exactly the same as DC, but it's going to have more of a budget, and when it comes out, it's going to have more marketing.
Yeah, probably.
But to be fair, DC was on PS Plus. Sorry, Bish.
No, it's fine.
Mate, you're buzzing. Well, yeah, the game is going to be 2023 at the earliest, so don't write it in your calendars just yet. And Lord of the Rings Online, which is one of their other games, is getting a major revamp. If anyone plays that.
Sounds interesting.
What is?
Lord of the Rings Online.
Oh, okay.
You love that game.
By major revamp, do you mean like graphic overhaul and all sorts?
So.
Or
I think so. Graphic overhaul and perhaps a bit of a gameplay tweak, but I've never played it, so I don't know if it needs it. I'm not sure.
I have no idea. I couldn't say. I've not played it myself.
If anyone does play it, can you write in the comments? Tell me how you like it. Because I'm interested. I'm never playing it. I'm just interested if it's good. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Jam.
Yo.
Moving on, if I may. Mr. Mobile.
What? Mr. Mobile now?
Now officially Mr. Mobile after one game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one whole game I've ever played. Not Mr. Mobile.
Mr. gonna sell his PS5 and his PC and just play him on his phone the rest of his life.
That's it.
That guy. Article here. Andy Robinson, VGC.
The
Sony could be planning a PlayStation mobile controller patent suggest. I assume if it's like if you still got that one with you, John. If you still got it within arm's reach. The one you've just had. Yeah. I assume it looks like on the picture it's going to be like that. I'm going to put the picture on screen now. Don't you worry, everybody. It's going to be fine.
If you're wondering, squeezes up and stretches out.
Yeah.
And it's just Bluetooth. It doesn't connect in like a connector. Or anything
oh, is it
like
not? I thought.
No, charges.
Right. I assumed it was. I assumed it's slot in.
No, Bluetooth.
Never mind. Anyway, so the patterns here on screen for everybody. I don't know if everyone likes that. I'm on the wrong one. I'm sorry. The Sony Interactive Entertainment has patented what appears to be a PlayStation controller designed for mobile gaming. The patent, which was published this week by SIE's Japanese division, describes a system for playing games on a device coupled with two controller grips. As you can see here, it looks like it's a Switch-S kind of thing, or perhaps it's a boat. Do you think it's a boat? That's all. Yeah. Yeah. Why is it Jules Drop 4 as well? That's weird. Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. According to the patent, the included drawings of the device omit a shaft portion that can be lifted. That can be tilted by the user and detect the tilt in direction and tilting amount of the shaft portion. What the Yes, of course I am. If such a design comes to fruition, it could be used in conjunction with a smartphone to play PlayStation games via remote play or via the cloud. Slim as how third-party controller grips can currently play players using Xbox games, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. That is Andy Robinson at VGC. James, do you remember a couple of months ago, times just sort of merged into one. We spoke about Sony opening a mobile kind of division thing. Do you remember? And
yeah.
Wipeout.
Yeah.
It's coming out or come out. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And you assume there's going to be all these games. Do you reckon this is another step in that direction, or do you reckon it's just a?
I reckon it is going to. Yeah, is.
If
they're just going to drop that into the market. I don't think it will sell very well. I think it will do all right.
But do right in Japan, I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah, do right in Japan. But again, mobile gaming doesn't do it for me. But then, if Sony are going to do their cloud gaming or the remote play, then it'll be cool for that. I mean, if I could swap this out for a PlayStation 1, I would.
Yeah, I probably would as well.
Control look at them, but shoulder buttons. By the way,
what are them?
They're just circle. I don't know. Alexa, turn the game lights white. Soon.
Oh right.
That.
They look no. I'm not about them, Jam.
Nah, I mean, lucky I don't have to use them for Rocket League or anything like that. But that is some that's some travel distance. That is.
What is that?
Yeah, massive.
I'm not about them.
No.
Are you intrigued to see where Sony's franchises are going to go on mobile, or
no? I couldn't care.
You don't care, even if a canon Uncharted game releases.
I mean, if they go, let's say PS Now, or whatever they may do to rival Game Pass, and they go, all right, here's mobile. You get mobile games. You get PS 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, been on that.
PSP games on your mobile phone on that.
Oh, you've sold me all day.
Your PSP games on
you open up a classic PlayStation store.
I would like to play an old classic Monster
on mobile. On
mobile.
Yeah,
would be cool.
Just saying. Last week,
and this day and age as well, you can cast your phone to the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Or you probably have that built into your PlayStation or TV anyway. Maybe.
I think you might be a genius. You've sold me on it. It's probably not going to happen. This may not even come out.
It's too good. It's too good if they're going to drop their PSP games online and stuff like that.
Just straight up PS1 game, play whatever. Crash Bandicoot, first one.
Well, this is their answer to not having another portable console. They don't need another portable console.
I do think it will be a waste of time because Nintendo would just. The Switch is a machine. It's just a beast. You're not going to touch it. Even with the backing, it'd take years. But it's put a launcher on your phone, like you just said. Archive PlayStation game, PS1 games, PS2 games, PSP.
Yeah,
I'm in, mate.
Besides, hardware is really difficult to develop for it anyway, with how little stuff you've got.
Exactly.
Like everyone has got so little stock at the minute with their consoles. So
exactly.
It's the same with phones nowadays. Everything's getting like gold dust.
John, what's my phone?
Then you get your scalpers.
Note 20 Ultra.
Thank you.
Why?
I'm just checking the specs because
128 gig.
I meant
No, 256 gig. Sorry.
I meant like
the 8 or 12 gig of RAM.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, even my 10-year-old laptop could probably beat the Nintendo Switch for specs.
Right.
Well, yeah, trust me, your phone slaps a Nintendo Switch.
Easy.
Your phone will slap a PS4.
This is what I'm
and an Xbox One.
This is what I'm saying. It's got a 2.73 gigahertz processor, right? Octa-core. The display, obviously, display's nice. I mean,
it's AMOLED, isn't it?
Why bother making a handheld when you can just?
Everyone's already got one of them in their pockets.
Everyone's got one of these. You whack a controller
and a storefront.
Bam! How much is this phone? I don't know, Brian. I just pay for it.
1,100.
I pay 60 a month for like.
You can probably buy it for like 800 now, brand new.
Yeah, I pay 60 a month for unlimited calls and texts and a lot of data. I got double data because I get like Vault things, that version 02 thing. I don't know. I was like, they were like, "Oh, do you want to claim your Vault fucking things?" I was like, "Yes, give it me now." Knobhead. Mate, we might be geniuses, lads, because
we might have figured it out. Watch this space.
I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are already kind of like on their way to that yet. I just don't think the technology is fully there yet.
I don't think it's
where does it? So hang on, during this current business year ending March 22. So if this becomes, this would be a perfect like peripheral if they do cloud gaming and
obviously mobile gaming is becoming a huge thing now these days, but it's still not like fully there yet.
No, but if you can have full games on your mobile, it makes it different.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like your PS1, PS2, PSP, PS3 games, PS Vita games.
PS1 you can. I'm saying the technology's there. PS1 emulators. You can get a PS1 emulator on your phone.
You can get PS2 emulators.
That's
easy.
what I'm saying, mate. Oh.
Yeah, but to them right now, that's not profitable, is it? Because
I mean,
let's face it. This generation, the new generation, isn't interested in, fucking theme park world on the PS1. They're interested in the modern releases. I know you are because
you're as well, mate.
You're an old school gamer like me and Jam. Yeah, of course. Obviously, we're interested in that sort of stuff because that's cool, right? Because it's stuff that we grew up with. But to the new generation, to people that's where the most of the profits going to come from, the kids of the world at the minute, they're not interested in that. They're interested in new games like sort of first person battle royales and all that kind of stuff. All the new stuff that's come out.
Do you think my child's going anywhere near that shit? Do you know what I mean? I'm going to do some.
Can't stop it. You can't stop it.
I can, and I will, mate.
Mini Jack's going to be a Fortnite esports champion, mate.
He'll have a battle pass block on his firewall. Like
bitch slap, mate. You know what I'm saying? But the hopes and dream is like an archive PlayStation store on the iOS front and the Android store. But the reality is, it's probably about to remote play your console on the toilet. That's probably what it is.
Basically, a PSP.
We can dream that there's an Xbox Game Pass PlayStation rival coming out, and that's
it's a bit of disrespect to PlayStation now, mate. I don't appreciate it. I know Rob doesn't like it. I know that.
What?
PlayStation Now. Is that what you mean?
I mean, I think that's just a very bare bones thing. I mean, maybe they can build on it. They need to rebrand it and mega hench it out to be even in a shot of competing with Game Pass.
I'm a bit sorry. I'm being very rude, Scotty. I've just seen issue. You're right, mate. How are you doing?
Hello, Scotty.
He's probably come to beat us at Smash Brothers when we're not even playing it.
We've probably already been beaten. To be fair.
Yeah. Gentlemen, over the weekend, does anyone have anything to add about the PS boat controller for phones?
Nope.
Can I move on?
Not really. Yeah.
Do you think it's going to happen, or do you think it's just a pattern that's just going to put aside and never touch?
I think if it happens, it's going to be a limited run, or like an initial run to see how they sell.
Yeah,
and then there'll be more if it sells well.
I agree.
But yes or no? Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think they'll bring it out?
It's early days. It's early days. I don't know.
I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't think they will because they make the money from the games.
I don't think it'll go well enough in development for it to be something that's worth.
And then you've got like we'll see.
Again, Nintendo just completely destroys that space anyway. So.
No.
I know.
The middle bit.
The gears are turning.
Your gears are turning, mate. Hang on. Pretend this is a DualShock 4, right? The middle bit could be a kind of screen, mate. Like a second screen for potential. Oh, that's too much for. That's too much. Potential what?
That's too small.
Could be like inventory screens and shit or whatever.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. So almost like a DS, essentially.
Yeah, like a DS.
Essentially a
like
DS.
A Wii U kind of thing.
A thing to put your phone in.
Yeah, so you play like the other.
I know what you mean.
The
problem with stuff like that though is then you have to develop your games around those, and that becomes really difficult because obviously people like backwards compatibility. They like all these type of things, and then there's also the fact that then they probably have to be touchscreen and it becomes a nuisance. And
I'm just spitballing, mate. You ignore me all day.
I completely understand where you're coming from. It's a cool idea, but probably won't work.
Well, it's like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles again.
I say that.
Idea.
The DS.
Do you know how much it costs to play that game properly?
£1 million.
4 people, 4 Game Boy Advances, 1 copy of the game, 1 GameCube, 1 TV. That's what it is, mate.
Quite a bit then.
About 10, mate. You know what I mean? Gentlemen, moving on. You're familiar with Atlas?
Mm-hmm.
They make
the weekend,
second-rate games called Astral Chain and
13 Sentinels Aegis Rim from Vanillaware celebrated its 2-year anniversary. Can you believe it's been 2 years? Do you even know what that is? First,
no.
Kind of.
Yeah, I got it. I reinstalled it after this news on the PS5 because I was very intrigued because I played it and I was like, okay, cool. Then I didn't carry on. Well. What is it called? I forgot what it was called. 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim is coming to Nintendo Switch, which Atlas is starting to trickle their games on Nintendo Switch. Like they had Catherine Full Body, then it's Shin Megami Tensei 3, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Persona 5 Strikers.
I don't play any of these games.
Have you not? I only played 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, to be fair, but the point is, there's a trailer as well. I'm going to put a trailer on for 2 seconds. 13 Sentinels is great, by the way. It's like a time travel mech visual novel kind of shit, but it's got like a fucking battle system in it as well. It's so good, and the storytelling is tremendous. That means it's coming to the Nintendo Switch in April next year. By the way, I can read Japanese. Anyway, I know the answer's probably no, but are you going to get this game on Switch or not?
No.
Cool. You should, because it's great.
You knew it was going to happen.
Exactly. But there's another question. With Atlas trickling all their game, well, not all their games, but a lot of their games on Nintendo Switch, do you reckon we are? Do you reckon Persona 5 on Switch is when, not if, or do you reckon that's not happening ever?
I think it's probably a possibility. Yeah.
But it'll be a cloud game.
Don't say that.
Yeah, probably.
Do not say that.
I don't know.
It'll be a cloud game or it looked terrible.
Because Persona 4
I agree,
is on PC. And they are... perhaps Sony have got a deal in place to keep it PlayStation bound, which is fair enough. But I'd like to see it, because Persona 4 on the Switch... Persona 5, sorry. Put them all on Switch, why not? Everything should be on Switch. Here's an unpopular opinion. Everything should be on everything. Bang.
That would be good.
That'd fucking save me a headache. I'd be able to play my games wherever the fuck I want.
Motto play everywhere. Yeah,
exactly. And everyone should be cross-save and every cross-progression. That's the dream. That's my
one day.
That is
one
the
day,
dream,
mate.
But it won't never happen.
Never.
No,
but that's my fantasy.
It will never happen.
Some people have weird sex fantasies.
Admittedly,
I have fantasies about.
You have gaming fantasies.
Do you know what I mean? I have just like that is like going downstairs, like going to see me ma, playing a game, put it on the PC, cross save, bang, straight on it. Go on the Xbox downstairs. Wait.
Never gonna happen.
Let me dream, please.
You can dream.
But I mean, yeah, I do think there's some weird deal in place with Sony and Persona. But it is what it is, mate. Moving on, Bishop, your favourite game.
Go on.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, right, yeah, that one, yeah.
CD Projekt had a quarterly thing with investors and stuff.
Right.
Board meeting or whatever.
Yeah, a press release thing. I'm not going to go into it. Nebellian's summarised it for us. Thank you, Nebellian. Love you very much.
Same, by the way, Ryan. Same.
CD Projekt Red reports that Cyberpunk 2077's next-gen version is coming Q1 2022. Teams are being expanded, and a major Cyberpunk 2077 update is coming as well. Cyberpunk 2077 expansion is still in development. CDPR has started early exploratory work on new projects as well. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't care because the game should have been finished at release, but okay.
And they lied about
Well,
it.
there's quite a few people I've seen on my Twitter jumping back into it now.
Oh,
yeah,
that's been a lot of the trend over the last few years. Is when the game's released, it'll be finished a year afterwards.
So sick of the No Man's Sky fucking bullshit, man. I'm so sick of it. Yes, No Man's Sky is now amazing. Probably
to be fair, great detriment to the developers of No Man's Sky. Yeah, they fucked off and sorted it. And
yeah,
I felt with No Man's Sky, they were thrown under the bus a bit with Sony. I think Sony sort of rushed that project out a bit. They were showing it a refresh. Remember, it's the same trailer every year for about 3 or 4 years. We're talking in the fridge back in the day.
Lies as well. There was a lot of lies in there as well. But
I mean, definitely multiplayer.
I don't know.
Of course it is.
Like, it's just I'm so sick of games releasing that half-assed, half-complete, and there's a part of me that understands it because development isn't easy, and it takes a lot of money and a lot of time.
Do it because they can get away with it.
But yeah, I think you're right there. That's the biggest problem, is that people can just get away with it. Halo Infinite's done it recently, and I know a lot of games have done it as well. Battlefield, yeah. Call of Duty is half-assed as well.
Grand Theft Auto Definitive.
Everyone's going to buy it.
All this year's shows have all been half-assed released, and it's ridiculous.
But you know who the problem is?
The gamers.
Us.
The people that buy it every fucking time.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
I've swore blind.
Pre-ordering and stuff like that.
I've sat in this chair, gentlemen, and swore blind that CD Projekt Red can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
But you know full well Witcher 4 trailer drops, and I'm like, I start scratching my chin. And to be fair, when I fuck companies up, like Konami and things like that, I've done like, fuck off, I'm not buying new games. Ubisoft, not really buying new games ever. Activision, but when there's one you like, it's a bit like...
Yeah, that's the big problem, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I was kind of the same with Monster Hunter World when that released. I was concerned a lot by a lot of the things that they were saying and they were doing, and I wasn't really sold on the game. But it's Monster Hunter; I couldn't help but just buy it.
You'll buy that shit all day long, but I know you will.
Yeah,
that's just franchises. Me and Jam as well share, and for everyone in the chat, everyone watching.
And I know for a fact next week I will buy Halo Infinite. I know it's on Game Pass, but still,
I'll download it from Game Pass for free. This is the difference. Well, free, like, you know what I mean. But also, speaking of Witcher 3, that next gen upgrade is due Q2 2022. But yeah, question on everyone's lips: will it be finished and in a good state when it releases.
I will wait to reviews from then.
I believe it when I see it, lads.
Not previews. Do you remember we got remember the previews we got of it first time round?
Yeah, no, they knew what they were doing, right? I've said this.
Yes,
right,
they did.
They gave them. They only let the press use the footage that they captured. You can only review the PC version. You could, and it was like. And it was like,
I wonder why.
Oh, the older gen versions are great. Yeah, they're running fine. I'm like,
what did they expect when the game releases? What do they actually expect? Seriously, did they not expect a massive backlash there? Did they not expect that they were going to have to?
Of course, they did.
Take back all of their games.
They threw QA under the bus. They were like, "Oh, there's all unsuspected." I'm like, "Fuck off, mate."
Surely, clearly, must have known that it was known that there was going to be so much backlash that was going to cause stuff like, for instance, they got sued, didn't they, quite a lot? By quite a few.
They know exactly what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's that bad that Sony pulled it from the store.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sony.
Yeah.
Offering refunds from Sony as well. We don't do that, really, with the download shit. They were like, yeah, have a refund. We don't care. Obviously, CD Projekt Red made it fucking obtuse to get a refund, but whatever.
Trying to calm people down as best as possible, right?
Moving on to... anything to add? CD Projekt Red. We'll sit here all day. We'll sit here all day.
Not really, mate.
I'm fucking ripping. Aliens Fireteam Elite. Familiar with it?
What about it?
It's coming to Game Pass.
My manager got that, and he said it was alright.
Okay, well we can play it now. Can we play it? Is it on PlayStation?
Well, give me 2 seconds. My mother is just phoning. I'm just going to mute myself.
High level casual report.
You're on the casual report.
My mate said it was all right.
Bishop, did you play this game?
No, I didn't. Got one person that's got like another person's opinion, and there's me that doesn't have a clue. So.
It's one of them. From what I understand, when you played it with a group, it was all right. I think from my mate at work bought it, and apparently it's dead already. So.
Right.
It is what it is, mate. But it's Game Pass, breathing new life into it.
Yeah,
is it crossplay? I can't be asked to look at the article to find out.
That's probably the reason why they've done it, though. To be fair.
I mean, I think that's a good tactic for Game Pass to sort of get sort of biggish games that are dying down a bit and just saying.
There's so many people on Game Pass. You know what I mean? It's bound to bring in some more. Master Chief Collection did it. So
yes, mate. Bishop, moving on. Remember I said about the GeForce Now leak?
Yeah.
Many moons ago, like 20 minutes ago. Have you been keeping up to date with the Chrono Cross thing?
No.
Well, basically, Chrono Cross was in that leak, and then there was an Irish folk singer said that she'd recorded a song, an Irish language song for a PlayStation remake.
Okay.
And everyone's like, "Oh, is it Metal Gear Solid? Is it this?" I'm like, I don't know. And then it got revealed that it's Chrono Cross, which was the sequel to one of the greatest games of all time, Chrono Trigger. Did you play Chrono Cross or Chrono Trigger?
Nope.
You should play Chrono Trigger. It's brilliant.
I should, yeah.
You should, mate. Put it on your list.
It is kind of already on my list. I just haven't really got it.
But there is a phone game, I think. I'm not. It's called Another Eden, The Cat Beyond Time and Space. Do you know that game?
No.
Me neither. So we're in the same boat here.
It's mobile. I don't care mobile games at all.
WFS will announce a crossover with Square Enix for Another Eden, The Cat Beyond Space and Time on December 4th at 6 o'clock Japanese time. I'm reading from Sol Romano at Gamatsu, and obviously on Reddit, because of course that's where all the big news comes from, Reddit. Somebody's data mined this game. So who is it? Ace. I can't say that name. I'm sorry. I'll put it on the screen for everyone now. Bishop, bear with me, mate. Bear with me. Says disclaimer: nothing is official. However, it is highly unlikely that this will get scrapped given the amount of scripts. It seems like WFS goofed and included some future content stuff in, and one of those is the new collaboration and the file names make it very obvious what is being collaborated. It's Chrono Cross, effing Chrono Cross, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Can we see this? Can we see the scripts or not? Well, I don't know, but yeah. So it says there, black and white, Chrono Cross, buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. And of course, Bishop, WFS, the people that make this game, have a collaboration announcement teased. It's on YouTube. The page is up.
Right.
There's a clock. I'm 7 people in this chat right now.
I take it as pretty official.
Yeah, like
basically announced at this point.
That's from the YouTube thing. The banner goes all the way along the page. That's why it's cut out a bit. But yeah, it's Chrono Cross. So this remake could be happening, and I think I've not played Chrono Cross. Shoot me, sorry, but these old PS1 clunky games could benefit. There's quite a lot of those games that could benefit from like a remake, a remaster at least. Do you know what I mean, Bish?
Yeah.
I know you don't like them, but I think some games kind of need.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to bring new people into a series that was once once popular, which is kind of nice.
Can you imagine if the Chrono series becomes popular?
That'd be really cool.
It gets the fucking recognition it deserves.
I mean, think about it. Like Monster Hunter was the same. Like Monster Hunter was really small until World, and then World came along and it just completely blew up.
Yeah, World is Capcom. Last I checked, World is Capcom's best-selling game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
We're talking Resident Evil, Mega Man, Breath of Fire,
absolutely.
Monster Hunter World.
Their most profitable
Street
game
Fire.
ever made. Yeah.
Remember Breath of Fire? When it was good, Breath of Fire was fucking good, mate. Oh, well, Breath of Fire 4 was mint. But gentlemen, last one today. Sorry to keep you so long.
That's all right.
Andy Robinson again. Video Game Chronicles. Sorry, be 2 seconds. Xbox Series S was Black Friday's most popular console. It's claimed. Adobe Analytics estimates that the $300 new gen console outsold its rivals this week.
I was actually looking for that. I didn't see any discounts anywhere ever for that on Black Friday.
Can I give you the reason as to why that is, though?
Because it's cheap.
It's because it's cheap. Because parents haven't got enough money to buy them an X.
Yeah,
and,
I think that's the perfect Xbox.
And Father Christmas is coming early, so
I know Jam's been pondering one. A friend at work has got one. Do you know what I mean? It seems to be like quite a lot of
kind of wanting to get an X just so that I can play Halo Infinite on my bed, like, and just chill.
Yeah, mate.
As opposed to having it on my PC.
You get the Halo Infinite X, that'd be cool. How much? That's expensive.
It's you'll probably never get that now. It's the likelihood of you ever get that limited.
That's going to be on eBay for wedge, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Honestly, mate, I want that console so bad. Oh my god, I want that console so bad.
You bring out a Gears of War one, mate. I'm all over it. I'll sell my liver for that shit, mate. Adobe claims its data from analysing 1 trillion visits to retail sites, in addition to surveying over 1,000 retailers on their most popular items. That's how the thing got to it. So I assume even without the discount, the games are cheap and Game Pass is there. We've probably got 3 months of Game Pass for free or something. I'm not sure, but
right.
I mean, yeah, it's nice. It's refreshing to see Microsoft do so well after the start of the Xbox One, which was. Do you remember?
They've been crushing it recently, haven't they? They really have.
And like we're saying here all the time, I'd go for a fucking beer with Phil Spencer.
Yeah,
out
of all of them,
dickhead execs, I'd go for a beer with Phil Spencer, and I'd talk to him for hours, and I'd pick his brain, and it'd be great. One day, maybe, lads.
Maybe.
One day. That's all the news I've got. Has anyone got any unpopular opinions? Anything else you want to bring to the table?
I actually have an unpopular opinion.
Don't have an unpopular opinion.
It's not gaming related.
Okay.
I was thinking about it earlier.
Right.
Chocolate is quite overrated.
Fuck off.
Chocolate?
Are you mental?
No, I think it is.
He's not wrong.
What do you mean overrated?
That chocolate cake is not the best cake.
Chocolate cake is not chocolate.
I agree.
The best chocolate is just a bar.
Of what?
A chocolate bar.
Yeah, but you can't say
chocolate
that's like saying...
cake is not the best chocolate milk. It's not the best milkshake. Chocolate cake is not the best cake. Chocolate flavored stuff isn't the best flavored stuff. I don't think.
Yeah, but chocolate. You can't just no. That's a different thing. You can't say chocolate's overrated and list all the flavored shit. Like,
yeah, but chocolate cake is made with chocolate. It's not like it's a fake chocolate flavoring.
Yeah, it's got all the other shit in it.
Yeah, but it's just not. It's just overrated. I'm not saying I don't like chocolate. Of course, I like chocolate, but it's not. I just think there's better confectionery out there.
What are you talking about?
Imagine I came here and said licorice is overrated.
Oh, I fucking hate licorice.
You'd be fuming.
What do you mean you hate licorice?
I don't hate licorice. I just said, imagine I said that.
You can't be pulling confectionery and popular opinions. I'm about to bat people.
But yeah,
massive fight right at the end of the Gaza report.
Mate, we're about to boot up. Good job I'm 60 miles away from you. I'll fucking kick your head in, mate. Okay, so apparently chocolate's overrated. Chocolate gatto is sick. Don't even start with me.
Let's say celebrations. The box of celebrations.
Yeah.
I think my favourite ones out of them are the ones people don't like.
Bounties, then.
Yeah, Bounties. Basically, and Milky Way.
Why? Bounties
everyone likes Milky Way. Where are you wearing this?
Yeah, what are you about?
Like, we got a box at work like the other week, and then everyone's left leaving the Milky Ways and the Bounties.
You work with fucking weirdos, mate.
Yeah,
I know
Milky Ways are like amazing.
Don't tell them at work, they're all wrong. You know what I mean?
That's an outrage.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Absolute outrage.
No. Bish, you got out, mate? Or...
no, not really. That was...
I've just forgot. Does anyone have a forgotten gem? Because I've totally...
I do.
Okay, cool. Jam.
I thought of this last week.
Did I go last week instead of you? I can't remember.
Jam's got one. What is it?
Jam, hit me with clues, mate. Hit us with clues.
You're not going to get it.
I will get it.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Driving game, racing game.
Street Racer.
No.
I'm a close. No.
Outrun-esque.
Oh, Spy Hunter.
No. Now, I never owned this game, but my friends did, and we played a hell of a lot of it.
I don't know, John.
No, I should just put you out of misery. Yeah. You've never heard of it. It's called The Duel. Test Drive 2. Test Drive 2, The Duel. It's first-person racing, so you're in the car.
Oh. I've seen this.
You've probably seen it.
I never knew what it was called, though, but I've seen this. Why on earth have you brought us this, Jam?
I just had a great time with this game when I was little with my mates.
You're buzzing. I know you like car games. I'll put it on the screen for everybody.
There's like who can get furthest and things like that without crashing into other cars. Because the draw distance, the cars will just come up on you and things like that.
Yeah. Wait, to be fair, it's on the Genesis as well as on Mega Drive. To be fair,
yeah, that's it.
It's looking fresh for that era. What is this flies on the window?
Yeah.
How'd you win? Is it what's the point to it?
I can't remember.
Are the coppers coming up to you? Because I can hear sirens.
I don't think me and my mates couldn't have been that good at it because we'd always see who can get furthest in the map. Like the top of the map, the top of the screen there, you're the yellow car. You're the yellow dot. You have to get to the other end.
Right, and you never did it, right?
I can't remember.
You probably did.
I probably did because I remember a few different levels.
Right, let's move on. Let's have a go. Don't go an advert. Mate, this is sick. All these flies here now. Okay, there's a new level here. Right, okay. This game looks very... I would not put you in this game, Jam.
Seems like the type of game that you could play at an arcade.
Yeah.
No, it's like a poor man's Outrun kind of thing.
Mate, I definitely played this because I remember this yellow dot. It used to piss me off.
Yeah. That's what I remember from it a lot.
I never played it. I don't, like I said, he said, "What?" If you put a screenshot in front of me, like, "What's this game called?" I'm like, "No idea."
I couldn't remember what it was called.
I definitely.
I had to Google that. I had to Google driving games from that era, and then skip through them and found it.
It's like some sort of hazard test that you would get like on a theory test or something.
Yeah.
Spider-Man No Way Home ticket for £15,000, Bishop.
15,000.
You gotta be a straight up fucking moron if you're paying 15 grand for a ticket you can go and watch the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But anyway, I digress. What's it called? Test drive.
I've got the prices.
Give me prices.
To be fair, actually, Jack. To be fair though.
Yeah.
Day one tickets, right?
Bishop,
let's face it.
15 grand.
Right, I know 15 grand is a lot of money, okay, but
I can go watch it the next day. Probably.
Would you rather watch it in the cinema with a full cinema, all experiencing it for the first time, standing ovations, all that kind of shit?
No, annoyed me in cinema.
Or
it doesn't happen in the UK. No one claps at the screen in the UK. It
depends on what day you go and stuff like that. It really does depend.
One of the Marvel films.
If you go see it, like I went to go and see Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings in cinema, very close to release, and it was such a fun experience. And I definitely made the film better for me because people laughed and had a good time and enjoyed themselves.
It's always better seeing the film in the cinema. Always. That's why I made the point of going to see Ghostbusters because it's one of the franchises I love.
Yeah.
So I had to go see it in the cinema. If it's a film I want to see, but I'm on the fence and don't care about the cinema, I can wait till it comes out on Blu-ray or streaming sites.
However, I do agree. £1,500 is a lot of money.
No, 15,000.
15 grand.
Yeah. What? Really?
Yeah, 15 grand.
Jesus, that's insane.
I can just go the next day and it'll just be as
packed.
No,
you're all right. Yeah,
like you say.
Ridiculous.
I remember one time I went to cinema. I think it was either Endgame or Infinity War. It finished and someone just went, and everyone turned around, looked and went, "No, we don't do that here, mate. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that here."
No, sorry, mate.
No. Anyway, prices. I don't think people know how much this game's worth because I've got stuff all over the show.
£55 starting offer.
Yeah,
a box.
£27.49 as well.
£70.99 buy it now.
20 quid.
So yeah, it's all over the show a bit.
Cartridge is 20 quid. The complete in box is about 50 to 70 quid, I'd say.
Yeah.
So well done, Jam. Thanks for that. The dual test drive too. Do you guys want a quiz or do you want to leave it there?
I mean, it has been a long time. I mean, how long have we been going?
I don't know. I can't find the
2 hours.
2 hours.
Jeez.
We'll leave it there.
I think we'll probably leave it there.
We'll leave it there.
Had a lot to talk about.
Yeah, man. Test drive. No, the dual. What's it called?
The dual test drive 2. The dual.
Test drive.
I believe the first one was NES. Would be.
I might have played the first one then. I don't remember it looking that colourful. Anyway, gentlemen, thank you for joining today. It's been a pleasure. I've had a great time. Bishop, thank you for eternal knowledge of Halo.
Thank you for having us.
Every second of it, mate. Thank you so much. Are you streaming now?
Probably end up streaming some Halo Infinite for a bit. Yeah.
Everyone jump in Bishop's stream. It's gonna be great. Jam.
Yes.
What are you up to now? Are you chilling?
I have no idea. I'll find something to play.
Right. I am probably gonna get a shower, to be honest. But yeah, we'll be back Thursday. Well, I'll be back Thursday with something. Like I said, gentlemen, thank you so much. Everyone watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. Tell Jam chocolate's delightful in every way.
It's delightful, just not in every way.
Not
really good.
There was some sort of argument in the comment section.
Yeah, just start rouse everyone. Don't be toxic. I'm not about it. Yeah, we're back Thursday, chilling, edging closer to that game of the year.
1 second. I'm sorry, Ryan. I didn't see your comments before.
What?
I love Ryan.
I do as well.
They agree with me. Chocolate's
it?
Weird. Chocolate cake is weird. And chocolate gatto.
Chocolate gatto's hang.
Weird.
Carry
on.
But wrong.
Do your outro.
Jack, end it quickly before.
Bishop streaming.
Yeah.
Raid him.
Any worse.
Yeah, I'm going to raid your Bishop. I think there's a... What's your Twitch?
Bish casual, I think.
It is Bish casual, one word.
Yeah.
Lowercase, no space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jumping in Bishop's stream in a minute. Are you live still?
Yeah,
He is
live now.
We have been
live right now, yeah.
dual streaming, by the way. You've been on Bishop's
Yeah,
stream.
we've been dual streaming, yeah.
Hang on, let me switch over to Bishop and see what I'll look like. Oh, just be Bishop's face, wouldn't it?
Mate.
No, it's all three of us.
All three of us, not fair enough.
Everyone's going to go into Bishop's stream while he plays Halo. I'm probably going to get a shower, to be honest, Bishop. I don't think I can stay too long.
Totally fine, mate.
But yeah, I'll be back Thursday talking shit probably. Until then, keep it casual and have a great day.
Bye, everybody on the Casual Report and Bishop stream.
Bam.
Bye.